What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, coming at you with another episode of Hockey Mask Time. Now, before I get started, let us bow our heads and recite the HMT motto, shall we? A man can only take so much disrespect before he finally decides today's the day. Women around the world, you truly are not getting the memo. But guess what? I hope more of you don't get the memo. Why? Because you're consistently pushing these men to their breaking points. And some of these men are going to offline you with brutal efficiency, like the man in this article did that was published on the 23rd of May. Man offlines ex after trapping her outside of an Oakland County dealership where she worked, officials say. This guy definitely did not care about the consequences of his actions. So guess what he did? He took action and took matters into his own hands. Now, let me just go ahead and say this right here. Woo! Shooting details. A man is accused of trapping his ex-girlfriend outside the Oakland County car dealership where she worked and then offlining her with a shotgun in front of their 10-year-old child. Wow! A shotty. You guys know that was definitely not a good way to go. Shotguns are devastating weapons in their own right. The shooting happened at around 8:40 a.m. Saturday, May 20th, outside the Legend Motors of Ferndale dealership near 8 Mile Road and Wyoming Avenue in Royal Oak Township. Officials said a 40-year-old Sterling Heights woman who works at the dealership was followed there on Saturday by her ex-boyfriend, Gregory Davis, 43, of Oak Park. You see, ladies, you think you can continue to screw men over and screw men around and continue to just waltz through society like nothing is going to happen to you. I always say this, when a man is no longer afraid of the consequences of his actions, he will act. And yeah, guess what? She got caught slipping. Davis used his car to block the woman's vehicle so she couldn't drive away, according to authorities. When she got out to try to run for help, Davis shot her with a 12-gauge shotgun, police said. You know, I find it quite interesting that she had zero problems leaving her child behind. Thank goodness this guy didn't go after the kid. But, like I said, a lot of women, in my humble opinion, they don't possess that motherly instinct like society loves to try to say that they do. Just saying, just saying. He initially shot her while she was running away and then shot her again from close range, according to officials. This guy truly wanted to make sure that she was not going to survive this ordeal. Shotguns at close range are extremely devastating. So we know this was not a clean ordeal. Police said that their 10-year-old child was in the woman's passenger seat and witnessed the shooting. After he shot the woman, Davis is accused of pointing the gun and shooting at others in the area. So this dude was just going out bucking at everything. He eventually surrendered himself to police later in the day. He's being held at the Oakland County Jail. In my humble opinion, he decided, you know what? I've removed the bane of my life, so now there's no need for me to go on the run. Yep, I'll just go ahead and take my time in the cage. Officials said the shotgun had been taken from someone else. Uh-oh, stolen gun. But like I always say, when a man is pushed beyond his limits, he's going to use whatever means at his disposal that he can to finally rid himself of the bane of his life. Charges. On Tuesday, Davis was charged with first-degree premeditated termination, maximum penalty, life in prison without parole. Assault with intent to terminate, maximum penalty, life in prison. Felon in possession of a firearm, 5-year felony. Now that right there, the fact that he was a felon definitely is going to build on my opinion as to why he decided to put the mask on. Felonious assault, 4-year felony. 4 felony firearm second offenses. Each count is a 5-year felony. Now, of course, this guy is never going to see the light of day again. However, in his mind, I firmly believe he simply doesn't care. Now, this is where the Oakland County prosecutor makes a bullshit statement. Gentlemen, prepare for it. Quote unquote, this is a horrific and tragic event, Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald said. Now here is where she throws out a bullshit stat to try to gaslight more men into accepting bullshit from women in their lives. Quote unquote, every month, an average of 70 women are shot and offlined by an intimate partner in this country. This event occurred in a place of business where other employees were just a few feet away. You see how they always try to turn it into women are going through so much. What about what men are going through? Especially, in my humble opinion, what this man was going through. Davis was arraigned at 12:15 p.m. Tuesday at the 45th District Court in Oak Park. Well. Let me reiterate this, ladies. You cannot screw men over and believe that you can just walk through society and nothing is going to happen. That man is not going to one day just say, fuck it, and decide to take matters into his own hands. Far too many women are still under the belief that society is going to afford them protection at all damn times. Doesn't work that way, ladies. Anyway, let's get to that scorecard, shall we? For location, went down in public. Gotta give that one a 5. Method of execution, the slaughter shoddy. Gotta give that a 15. Psychological impact, I'm going to give them an initial 20 because their child had to see what happened. And I'm going to give them 5 extra points because it went down in a business. So yeah, her employees witnessed her getting taken offline. Yep. And for the brutality factor, Gentlemen, let me reiterate. Shotguns are devastating weapons, especially up close. More than likely, he did not use a slug, which is devastating in its own right. But yeah, double-aught buck and the fact that he shot her at close range, we know that was definitely a brutal way to go. Very brutal and very messy. So, for the brutality factor, I have to give him a 20. So, Gregory Gunsmoke Davis gets a score of 65. Now for my humble opinion as to why this man decided to put the mask on. First off, he's a felon. Second off, they have a 10-year-old child together. Third off, him being a felon means that he cannot adequately employ himself. And fourth, in my humble opinion, the key, child support. Oh yeah, child support, in my humble opinion, is what finally drove this man over the edge. As we all know, once you are on child support, you have the constant threat of jail hanging over your head regardless. You miss a payment, you miss 2 payments, guess what? You go into the slammer. That is something that can drive a man insane. Now, as we all know, the lamestream media will never talk about things like this. As I always say, there's a story behind the story. And I like how the county prosecutor had to make sure to throw that stat in to say, oh my God, so many women are being offlined by their intimate partners so they can focus on that. Scratch that. So normies can focus on that. Instead of saying, hey, what truly drove this man to do this? Oh, he's just a bad man. He's a felon. He's a piece of crap to society. So we shouldn't care about what he has to say. Wrong. We should care about what the man has to say, because guess what? That might prevent more men from actually putting on the mask. But hey, personally, I could care less. It is what it is. Well, I've rambled on long enough. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I'm right in my assessment, or do you think I'm wrong? If you think I'm wrong, then hey, put your assessment in the comments section. And for you women out there, this is another reminder. The power you think you have in this society is always one male decision away from going out. Feminism and the idea that men are going to continue to restrain themselves when they're put into no-win situations is going to go out right along with it. And one final note for you women out there. This particular case proves something that I always have loved to say. You think you can continue to just waltz through society after you've thoroughly screwed a man over and think that nothing's going to happen, that man's not going to retaliate? No, ladies. Understand this. Every man has a line. Some men, once their line is crossed, guess what? They're going to catch you slipping and they're going to exact their retribution, however they see fit. Once again, it is what it is. That's all I have to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.
Woke up, murder on my mind, yeah. Losing all my hope, yeah. I'ma do the crime, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill, yeah. Fuck the red or blue, I'ma take the black pill.